Hey there, besties. Let me know that you can hear me, Sharon. I'm not even really ready for this, but I just got home, but I was just like listening, and I'm like, wait. I feel like we kind of was like with this, what is going on? What is this about? First of all, shout out to those that are here. If you're on replay, make sure you hit the like button for me, subscribe if you are new. So I'm listening this morning to Ringo TV, and he has some interesting information. Now, first of all, I'm listening to his video with regard to some YouTuber that stole his work, which unfortunately, or, for those that are content creators, happens all the time because there's loser ass people who don't want to do their own work. So they just steal from other people, take the shit, don't give no credit, and then act like they've done something. Shout out to the Anton Daniels hate sector, which has turned into the We Love Carmelo and We Love Nolan sector, from what I hear, because I don't watch any of those jackasses. But anyway, I digress. So remember, y'all, we asked the question, why does he have a different last name than they do? We asked that question. And I'm like, is this really the father? I didn't say it out loud, but I was thinking, is that really the father? And I don't know. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. This is all allegedly. Shout out to our allegedly. Just let's use our allegedlys, right? And then somebody said, that's the mama's last name. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, maybe they had the kid before they got married. I just left it at that, right? Even though we had the kid first, I named my my daughter. I gave my daughter her father's last name, my husband's last name, because I knew we were going to get married anyway. Who need the hassle of trying to change names, right? All right. So then he starts meeting Ringo, talking about things that, what is the culture? I mean, we can clearly see that she's more than just black, right? I'm sorry, that she's something other than black, because you can just look at her and tell, right? Okay. But is she black at all? And why they were, and FBAs in particular, shout out to the coloreds, but FBAs always talking about foundational black Americans, so nobody even question this foundational blacks, pro-blacks. You know why? Because all they see is white people, then all of a sudden all logic and reasoning goes out the window. They go in full force. Actually, now that I just said that, give me 1 second. Let's see where the GoFundMe is today. GoFundMe. Would you think that this is something that Crump, let me share the screen, Crump and child, the other one, what is his name? Jabide, no, not Jabide, child. What is his name? Child, you know who I'm talking about. Al Sharpton. It's up to almost 700,000. Almost 700,000. Oh, well, they're going for 750. So the odds are they'll reach the million, right? Isn't this the same? Byron Allen, shout out to Byron Allen giving up 100,000. Nice. Shout out to Byron Allen. All right, so cool. So this was set up by Christina Wansley. Shout out to her. And, I'm going to let Ringo talk in a second. But I don't know. This is just, we gonna listen to what he got to say, because I feel like we had questions about this. I know damn well it's like, well, why do they have different names, especially since they're married? So even if, and this is what I would do. Let me just talk about myself. Okay. That even if I did give my daughter, my first daughter, my last name, once we got married, we changing the name. We're not going to be sitting around here with one kid with one last name and one kid with another last name. That's just me. I always thought that was weird. Oh, yeah, this one's Smith, this one's Johnson, this one's Townsend, this one is, you know what I'm saying? That's just me. Okay. But I mean, seriously, it's not even hidden that clearly she's something other than just black. And it really, I don't give a damn. However, when you got Crump with the same old, of which we've been on that ass about that, because it is the same shtick every single time. You see a white person, here I come. You see a white person, here I come. Ow, here I come. Oh, yeah, always, always, always. Just like he said, this is how it happened. Nigga, we don't want to hear from you. We will listen to them. Me anyway. Why do I need to hear him? They're the parents. Why do I need to hear from him? He overtaken interviews. Nigga, shut the fuck up, okay? So he got them all over on a tour. It's a world tour with my mic in my hand. And he talking for them. Child, you don't know these people from a can of damn paint. But black people seem to love his grift, so they just continue to fall for it. You'll be all like Ricky Smiley, oh, scared to get into the elevator with white people. Yeah, we gonna need to lead a country. All these country ass motherfuckers, which is giving a bad name to us country ass motherfuckers, because I'm country, okay? I'm country. I ain't even going, I'm not like way down south country, but I'm country. I'm from Maryland, right? All right. We're gonna let these illiterate ass country bumpkin Democratic shrills guide people in a direction to go, because that's really, at the end of the day, it's about money for Ben Crump and Al Sharpton and getting y'all, shout out to everybody that's here, but you know I'm talking to the Blacks, get y'all to vote Democratic. They want y'all to make sure that you vote Democrat. They want y'all to make sure that you're scared of white people. They want to make sure they fan the flames of racism so that you can say, yeah, they racist. Yeah, that's racist. Yeah, they racist. Wow, what's his name? Child, what is his name? I can't. Too many colors for me to be remembering. Roland, that sat there that said, Democrats never do anything for black people. Now all of a sudden people act like they ain't hear him say that shit. All right, whatever. I get tired of it. Over it. But then you coloreds come out and be talking about people like us that just be questioning things, because y'all don't question a damn thing. That's half of the damn problem with most things with the community. You just go along with the get along because they black, you black, everybody black. So everything must be good, right? Okay, sure. Continue with that. Anyway, let me go ahead and get started on this video with Ringo because I can't be here all day. Got to go into the office today. It says, where does Nolan Wells' mother, Christine Wansley, come from? All right, so he did some research. I'm going to let him talk and I'm going to get right into it. And then we'll see. Don't listen, because my family is country sounding, child. My dad, y'all didn't listen to my dad the other day. You don't think he sound like he country? Y'all, come on now. Definitely country. That's why my mother always had to always correct me, because she wanted to make sure that I didn't have a dialect like they did, like most of my family does. So that don't mean I don't claim it. Okay? Anyway, don't give me a hard time, y'all. All right, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. Let's hear what he got to say, y'all.
Top of the morning. Want to get this thing started right. It's the beautiful thing, the replay. So, guys, what I want to talk about is where does Nolan Wells' mother come from? Like, where did she come from? That's what I want to talk about. Because it's something that I think a lot of people may not even understand, and I want to break it down so that the viewers can pretty much know what's going on. Now, let me lay down a couple of ground rules before we begin.
Sure.
Number one, well, hard in the paint for Nolan Wells. But what if I were to tell you that Nolan Wells don't even consider himself African American? Oh, you don't believe me? You see, according to this, it's to identify what we're trying to get into here. Because if I can show you this as a black man, as a black woman, maybe, just maybe, you might wake up and understand that I've been right the whole time, that black folk are always getting played. This flag...
Now, that is absolutely true, though. Black people always getting played. Come on now.
...represents the Republic of the Philippines, right? So now, you may be asking, well, what does that have to do with anything, Ringo? We still rock with Nolan, you know what I'm saying? He's one of our brothers. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Okay, take a look at this. This is Nolan Wells' social media. Do you see that? That's Nolan Wells' social media.
So he got the Philippine flag there. Well, you know, black people will say, well, if it's racist America is so racist, it doesn't matter. It makes sense. Child, I hear y'all. Child, I'm about to figure out which Caribbean island that I want to start putting up into every place that I love. And know America, of course, because, you know, America is racist and white people.
Do you see the flag? Oh, you didn't know that, right? See, Nolan Wells don't consider himself a so-called African American. No,
allegedly.
He don't even consider himself to be a black man. See, in your mind,
allegedly,
you think because someone has skin that is melanated, you believe that, oh, they're just like me. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, no, that's true. No, that's true. Y'all already know that's how they got Big Tiff in the office. Shout out to Big Tiff. Hopefully she wins this season. You black, we black, everybody black, then it must be that, right? Nobody looks into anything. Oh no, there's white people. It's gotta be racism. Again, nothing confirmed, nothing came out, nobody knows shit. They just saying, oh yeah, all of a sudden there's this picture of him at a pool party. Well, Ben, that's why you need to shut the fuck up, because you don't even know. Oh, well, Ben Crump put it out. It must be true. Are you fucking kidding me? I actually listened to someone say that. Well, Ben Crump put it out. It must be true. Child, that's why you should question it more. That nigga's just trying to get paid. Anyway.
Sad. Sorry I had to burst your bubble. I know that you're mad. I know you wish you can comment. The only people allowed in my live chat are members. That's it. If you're not a member of the platform, you don't have a voice. Only members can participate in my live chat. So if there are no members here during this live, no one will be in the live chat to comment. Isn't that wonderful? Because we're not going to have trolls bombarding my platform with a bunch of garbage. Wells, on his own social media platform, don't consider himself to be a so-called black man, because he's not. Do you understand me? Nolan is Filipino. Do you understand? Now, why am I bringing all of this up? Does this have anything to do with me not liking Filipino? Because I already don't know how you folks are, man. You folks find anything I say is a problem.
Child, that comes with the game. I don't give a damn about none of that. Everybody just typically wants everyone to just go the way that they want it to go. And when you don't, it's not in the code. Tadisha's late. Code, you know the code. You're not following the code. You're not on code. You're not on code. You motherfuckers don't be on code. Y'all just go along with people just because of what they fucking look like and don't look into anything at all. Did you hear anybody question the last name thing? Did have y'all heard anybody else talk about the last name thing? Because the next thing that comes to my mind, which it came to my mind when we questioned it the other day, is this really his father? Allegedly. Y'all let me
believe this.
Y'all let me know, right? Do you all think, when we looked at that the other day, right? And he had the last name, and it's like, why do they have different last names when the mom and the dad have the same last name, but the son don't have a different name? The next thing I thought is he his stepfather? Now I don't know, and I don't know if Ringo's gonna talk about it, but it's a thought, right? It could be something like that. Good morning, Trinidad. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Trent says, yo, MSD Queen, shout out to the chat. Double shout out to the foreigners. Not damn double shout. Clearly, Trinidad did not see that show from yesterday. Yeah, shout out to those that were here. MSG Generals, you know the drill. MSD Lovelies. Believe me when I tell you, they've been MSGing around this bitch. Oh, Lord. Shout out to the MSGs, MSDs. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, boo. Shout out to everyone that is here. Please make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Did anybody else think that, though? That maybe that's his stepfather? Allegedly.
Anything I say, you say, oh, I'm hating this, I'm hating that, I'm this, I'm that. Going around so, man, I just can't believe these whiteies people did this to him. And there's no suspects of anybody that's been arrested.
Y'all, come on now. They just saying that it's the white people. They just saying that, well, what if it was all black guys and the white guy? It's the same play. It is the same shit. And black people fall for it every single time with no questions ever. Because honestly, I was not talking about this anymore until something actually came out that can be quantified, right? And then Ringo, I seen this morning. So, child, when is it ever going to change? And this is it doesn't matter whether Ringo is non-FBA, okay? The FBAs, in my opinion, with regard to this story, are the ones who should be raising holy hell about it. Because 1 minute it's always FBA. There she is, child. You done already missed a reference. I accept your lateness, though. Hey, boo. Those are the ones that really should be having issue and be upset about this. You know what I'm saying? Because it's about foundational Black Americans, foundational Black Americans, the foundational Black Americans. They don't like nobody. Remember Tariq and his bitch ass backwards thinking where he always FBAs. Then he was like, oh no, our brother, nigga, you don't know nothing. And how are you? You can see this woman, no shade against her. You can see this woman, and Tariq Nasheed of all people just overlooked that. And when all he talk about is tether this and tether that, child, please, playing in y'all's face yet again.
They're just accusing white people of unaliving Nolan when there are no facts to substantiate these claims. What I'm trying to focus on here is how Black Americans have this predispensation against white people with these insecurities, this victimhood mentality. And whenever they see anybody that looks melanated, they automatically say, oh, those are my people, and we need to fight against the white man, not realizing that Nolan...
No, Ringo. It's only if there's a white person involved. It's only if there's a white person involved. That's the only time it's everybody come together and get together. That's what it is.
It's Filipino. And you know, once people from the Black community understand that, now they're going to switch up. Because in their mind, if they understand that Nolan is Filipino, they're going to be like, wait a minute. I thought he was one of us. Oh, no, he's not. Like I told you before, you're getting played. Now,
Leonard, goodbye, sir. Goodbye, sir. Please. Allegedly, please, y'all, let's use our allegedly, because people are already going to get mad at the fact that we're even discussing it. And how dare we ask? Don't let caricature find out. Fuck that nigga, okay? Somebody send a video to him. Bring your bitch ass. Or that nigga from last night. The Timu Kai Sanat tether. Tell him, bring your ass. Bring your ass.
This has nothing to do with Filipino people or anybody from the Philippines. It has nothing to do with you. What this has to do with is a group of people who turned this into a race issue, who hired a civil rights attorney for a Filipino. You guys are getting played all day, bro. Oh, you don't believe me? Oh, there's more. Let's get to it.
Let's go.
There is more. Let's take a look at this, guys. Oh, yeah. Check this out, gang. Memorial celebrating Asian American Pacific Islander heritage.
Are you fucking lying? Oh my God, y'all. I know he's not about to bring her picture up in here. Anybody heard of Kamala Harris? Anybody heard of Kamala Harris? I don't know. I'm not saying I don't believe you, but I'm telling you, wasn't nobody looking into none of this. And I know Ben Crump wasn't either. I don't think that man that's talking about truth with an F at the end of the damn word looks up anything. I'm telling you, they just look at that skin color. And this is still all about the fact that there's white people involved. That is the only reason that this thing is a thing. Child. We didn't hear none of them talking about Chicago. 2 weeks. What was the last holiday, y'all? I forget. 4th of July. Not near a bit. Damn, she doing a cam though. Wow.
Christine Wells Wonsley. Look who we got here.
Go, girl.
Now, again, on social media, right? All of the Black folk, all of the grifters, all of the platforms that are grifting off of the death of Nolan Wells, they're talking about his Black mother. You know, Nolan was a good old Black kid, African-American.
If I can be honest, when I saw her, I was honestly thinking, no, don't come for me. But I was thinking, it's not allegedly, but I was thinking, what is it? It's not autism. What is it? If it's not autism, it's something else. What is it? is whatever. That's what I was thinking it was. Not quite red, but something. You know what I'm talking about?
It took out one of our brothers. Really? Again, what we're establishing here is truth, not fiction. Who is Nolan Wells' mother? And is the outrage Black Americans have for Nolan Wells sincere from the heart, or is it because they believe he's a so-called Black man?
You already know. Yes, Down syndrome. Thank you. Down syndrome. Yes. Allegedly. But that's just what I thought. So it's not allegedly. That's just what I thought. But allegedly.
And how would you feel to know that Nolan is actually Filipino? And all this time, you were going...
Well, now the question would be, is that really his deity? Is that really his deity? I mean, he does look Black. Let's not act like he doesn't. But that doesn't mean anything about what you look like. That's why we got all these issues with people with colorism, right? So is that his real dad is really the question. Has anybody seen anybody ask that question?
Went in defending him against the white T-man, remember? So if Black Americans are going to go hard in the paint for Nolan Wells, you should go hard in the paint for anyone who is from the Philippines, right? That means you shouldn't discriminate. So if Black Americans want justice for Nolan Wells, you should want justice for all Filipinos.
I do. Now they can turn this into, this is a reason to vote for Cam too, because allegedly Cam is going to run for president again. Okay, so this could be a tie-in at some point. I'm just thinking in advance, right? You could tie this in and say this is why you should vote for Cam. Remember what happened back here? I'm just saying.
And again, for the court of public opinion, Nolan Wells' social media page, he has a flag.
Leonard is about to get timed out around here. You are off the hook. Dallas, you have competition around here, okay? You definitely have some competition around here. Goodbye, sir.
Anytime you go to anybody's page, their flag represents their heritage. Nolan Wells did not put up a so-called American flag.
Well, no Black better put up an American flag. Y'all gonna be in trouble, all right?
He did not say, hey, I'm an African American. No, he's saying, hey, I represent the Philippines. That's who I represent.
Now, we haven't gotten there yet, Scented Sigma. Here you come. We have not gotten there yet, Scented Sigma. Now, here you come. Y'all are off the hook this morning. Y'all are awake this morning. Shout out to y'all that are here, 6:45 a.m. EST, okay? But remember, the Blacks are boycotting Asians, allegedly, right now, off of Chow. Now, I haven't heard anything. Haven't heard much, haven't heard anything, but y'all are supposed to be boycotting all Asian businesses. Just want to remind y'all that, because sometimes with everybody being all over the place, things get forgotten. I did not forget, and clearly Scented Sigma didn't either. But that's only when it comes to things. When it comes to justice, when there's white people, oh yeah, all that go out the window, child. We going, let's go.
Present. And I'm not surprised, because if he truly believed what he is, he's going to represent that. But what I'm trying to focus on is the fact that Black Americans who come from the cult called FBA, they're going hard in the paint in regards to this.
Fabus. I'm going to change the name from FBA to Fabus. What's going on, Fabus? What y'all got to say? Fabus. Somebody tell Tariq Nasheed.
Situation. And they don't even know that they're fighting for a Filipino. So I'm trying to figure out, those of you that are part of the FBA cult, according to what you guys teach from your cult, anyone from the Philippines or anyone outside of African Americans, you consider them tethers. So, did you know that Nolan Wells is Filipino? Did you know that? Because this knowledge is here because of my research. No other YouTuber is talking about this but me. None of you.
I never looked at The Rock and said like he's Black. I mean, just looking at him, he does look like he's Hawaiian. But I guess if it's Samoan, ain't that the same damn thing, kinda, sorta? Child, don't come for me. Don't come for me.
You do research like me. I go and I actually find information. And what I've discovered is shocking. Now, again, this video stream has nothing against anyone who is from the Philippines or Filipino or any of that.
Correct.
This is established truth.
This got nothing to do with Filipinos, Asians either, as far as I'm concerned. I don't give a damn about that. This ain't got nothing to do with Nolan at all. Rest in peace to this baby, right? Ain't got nothing to do with him. What it has to do with, in my opinion, is how Ben Crump, Al Sharpton, and the rest of them get black people to jump to conclusions with absolutely no reason just because somebody is white involved. But they allegedly love and care for black people, and it's the only time that they come through. That news conference was telling. That's why I was like, all right, I'm done with this, because they just pissed me the hell off all the time.
The origin and heritage of the one you are defending. Because in America, black Americans never, ever fight against black on black crime. The only time they fight or they...
Oh, no, that's not allowed. Tadisha, where's that at in the book, in the code? Now Ringo is about to start talking about, they don't say, you can't say black on black crime, child. That's not a thing. People don't say white on white crime. Okay, whatever. Tadisha, where's that at? We know damn well that he is not supposed to be saying this.
A protest is when they feel a white man done something to a black man. So with this knowledge of Nolan Wells being Filipino, now, will the black community continually stand with Nolan Wells? Now that you know he don't represent you. He don't. And this mainly goes out to the FBA community, who love to call everybody tethers. Nolan Wells have his Filipino flag on his page. Do you see that? That's the flag that he got on his page, guys. Check it out.
Oh, allegedly.
Clear as day. You see that? You see that? That's what Nolan Wells represent. And there's nothing wrong with representing your heritage. My point is, Nolan Wells don't consider himself an African American, a black man. He don't. He considered himself to be from the Philippines, guys. Do you understand that? Or are you going to continually hate me because I'm smart and I bring out the truth? Right? So now, let's get more information to establish our points. Make sure you hit the like button as you come in. The only people allowed in my live chat are members. So if you want to join the conversation and have a...
Who? Name them. Name them. Who? Name them.
Decent conversation like a civilized human being, join the channel membership. You will have privileges to be let out. How did we get to this conclusion? Well, I'm glad you asked that question. Let's show you this. Right here, I'm using ChatGPT. I said to ChatGPT, what is the nationality of Nolan Wells' mother? In other words, where is she from? Right?
How about you just tell me, you jackass, you want to say something, and then now you want to back the fuck up? Because you can leave. You can scroll the fuck up. But I notice you're still here. But as long, all views matter, because it all is payment. Because you probably somebody just as simple as these motherfuckers. You probably listen to Ben Crump all the time, everything that he says. Instead of just saying who it is, now you want to shoot back like you didn't just say something. Shut the fuck up, okay? You're the one that started this shit. You are welcome to exit stage left, but I see you still here. So calm the fuck down, nigga.
Now watch how ChatGPT acts like it don't know nothing, right? Watch this. So ChatGPT responds and says, Nolan Wells' mother is Christine Wells Wonsley. Now this opens another can of worms, guys, because this could suggest that she was previously married before, and Mr. Wonsley can be Nolan's stepfather. Uh-oh. So.
Exactly. Now, what if he is his stepfather? He could be his stepfather. That's why I was like, with the last name, it's like, well, who is this? Who is this?
We're going to talk about that in a few. So it goes on and says, Nolan Wells' mother is Christine Wells Wonsley. Based on the credible public information available, she appears to be an American and from Mississippi. See, that is kind of vague. It don't really answer my question, because nowadays anybody can act like they're so-called African American. Anybody could be American. You could come from anywhere in the world and get citizenship and be called an American. It doesn't answer the question. So it says an American and from Mississippi, specifically connected to the Ocean Spring Gulf Coast area. She works there as a family nurse practitioner, and a former classmate said they attended high school together.
Oh, she's a doctor. Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. She's a doctor. Good for her. We already knew that they had money, because when we saw the video, or those of us that can think and have common sense, when we saw the video, we saw the background, because I be looking at backgrounds, and they ain't living in no hoods like we can tell some other people are, and they look, it just look like they well-to-do. So now we know that she's a doctor. I don't know what the man does. Maybe he'll tell us in a second. So do you think once you have some money, right? Do you think that once you have some money, right, that you go and you live around who? Hood? Where crime is? right? Or do you live amongst people that have income like you, which is Mississippi, which is so racist, but they are able to be well-to-do. They're able to, she's able to be a doctor and he's doing whatever he's doing. And Nolan is doing what he's doing. And, he's being successful. He's he's a good kid. He's a good kid. They didn't have no problem living around all these white people all this time. Here come Ben Crump. This is where Emmett Till got killed. Then you colors get all riled up. Then you just run off at the mouth with that and don't think about looking into anything.
Let's see what else we got. So it goes on and it says, I found no credible source stating that she is from another country or identifying her as Haitian, Jamaican, African, or any other foreign nationality. Her profile lists English as her language and Ocean Springs, Mississippi as her location, but they do not publish her birthplace or ancestry. Now, do you see, guys, how ChatGPT is not answering my question, basically hiding the truth?
ChatGPT over here lying.
So it goes on and it says, the responsible answer is she is American and appears to be from Mississippi. Her specific ethnic ancestry or family, country, or origin has not been publicly verified. Now, I'm going to tell you straight up that ChatGPT is full of shit.
Woo!
You know why? Because watch what I do. Watch this, guys. Let me show you how you are more intelligent than ChatGPT. Watch this. Notice what I did here. Notice this. Look what I did. Notice I have an image. Remember, guys, I post an image of Nolan Wells' social media, which shows the Philippines flag. You see that? Now watch this, guys. I go and I post the image and I tell ChatGPT, based on my personal research, it's clear she is from the Republic of the Philippines. I have proof directly from her son's social media page. Here is an image of his page showing the Republic of the Philippines flag. People normally post the flag they represent on their page to let people know where their family heritage is from. Look at the image and you will see the small flag.
Damn, he mad. Domingo said, I'm going to tell you directly, which you do have to tell ChatGPT. You do have to get specific for those of us that use it for this type of work anyway. So I understand what he's doing.
Do you see that? Now watch how ChatGPT switch up and give me details about the very same woman that they said have no information about her heritage or where she come from. Watch this. This is ChatGPT answering now. Look what ChatGPT says, guys. You're right. That the small emoji in Nolan's biography is the flag.
I mean, no shade, right? Isn't that what that means? Trend just did it a second ago for Trinidad. CIP does it for St. Lucia. Well, what else would they put up, right? Maybe they should put up the Philippines. Maybe they should put up, I don't know, Africa. I don't know. No, they're representing where they come from, their heritage, right? That makes sense.
Of the Philippines. And it strongly suggests that he was publicly acknowledging his Filipino family heritage. Do you see that? Do you see that, guys? Come on. I know you're mad, right? I know.
I want that sign in the back, though, that says live on air and the one that says let's party. I got to get those. Somebody tell me where I can get those things from.
I know you mad. You're mad because I'm smart and I'm intelligent and I do my research. I'm not like these YouTubers that are fake grifting. What are they going to say now? What are they going to say now?
They're going to say you crazy because that's all they ever say. Shout out to my fave in the building early in the morning. He said, Messi, the hardest worker in black woman. I know, child. I wasn't even trying to stream today. I really wasn't. But there's no way I could let this go because we kind of had these questions already. You know what I'm saying? We don't know that they're mad. We're just pointing out the fact that they should be mad because all they talk about is foundational Black Americans, and that's not necessarily the case in this case. But people like Tariq Nasheed have been going hard in the paint, which is fine. If you want to go, spend your money how you want to support whoever you want to, that's not even the point. For me, and I think for him, it's the fact that Black people just do whatever, whenever, just because they think it might be racism. And there's been nothing proven, absolutely nothing proven that that is the case. Absolutely nothing. But that is like, I watched a video from Poetic Flacco. Shout out to Flacco. You know I love Flacco, but y'all, I got to rethink listening to him. He just said flat out, those kids red rum Nolan. And it's like, whoa, you don't know that. You don't know that. I don't even want to know what caricature is saying. Child, these people just be running. And the main reason why, I don't care what nobody say, maybe not Poetic Flacco, but Ricky Smiley and his bitch ass, Roland and his bitch ass, caricature and his bitch ass, child, all the regular Al and Ben, them bitch asses, is because they want black people to be scared. They want y'all to be saying that everything is racism, and then they want y'all to vote Democratic. That's what it comes down to for these MFers. And Ben and Al will get some damn money out of this. We looked up Ben and his track record on the trials that he's won. He does freaking settlements. That's all he does is settlements. And guess what? Typically, from a lawyer perspective, you get about 30 to 33%. So imagine coming through, riling everybody up, then saying it's worth this. And they're like, here you go. And then he gets a percentage of it and moving on to the next one. Shout out to Tadisha. Shout out to my girl. She is in charge of the code. You know how they say that in the Eddie Murphy movie? I am in charge of the girls. Tadisha is in charge of the code. She keeps me straight on where the references are with regard to the black code. Because clearly I don't know. Thank you so much, honey. I appreciate you. She says, Auntie, this is for all you do. Thank you, boo. I appreciate you. Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for always being here, supporting the channel. One of the best mods. Shout out to all the mods. I appreciate y'all. Tadisha, one of the best mods. I appreciate you, boo. Come on, Cha.
What lie they're going to come up with? What new video they're going to say? Because the majority of black Americans are riding with Nolan because they think that Nolan is one of them.
That's the exact why. And there's white people involved. But hold on. Cha, how we get here? Cha, how did we get here? How?
Because Trump bad.
Again!
Because Trump bad.
Going, you're being a racist! Racist!
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
The racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
What in the hell does Donald Trump have to do with anything that we're talking about today? You colors, you something else. I tell you.
That's what you believe. And see, on Ringo TV, we fight for justice for all people, no matter where they're from. What we're trying to establish here is the fact that black Americans are not fighting for Nolan because he's Filipino. They're fighting because they believe he's a so-called African American. That's why.
And because there's white people involved. We have to be clear here, Ringo. And because they think white people are involved.
That's why they're riding with him. They're not riding with him because he's Filipino. They don't know that. They're knowing it now because I'm bringing out the information. Now, let's get back to this. So it says, you're right, that the small emoji on Nolan's biography is the flag of the Philippines. And it strongly suggests that he was publicly acknowledging his Filipino family heritage. It goes on and it says also, now notice how ChatGPT is now spilling the beans about the mom.
Because you need to be very specific with these AI things. But I'll leave that for another time.
When it just told me that it don't got no information. Look at this. Let me scroll back. Watch this. Right? Shout out to who's this in the building? Ham. I can't see the whole name. I'm just gonna say 5391. Shout out to you. Good morning. Appreciate you joining the show. But notice this, guys. ChatGPT, before I brought out that info, it says, I found no reliable source stating that she is from another country or identifying as Haitian, Jamaican, African, or any other foreign nationality. Her profile lists English as her language and Ocean Springs, Mississippi as her location, but they do not publish her birthplace or ancestry. Do you see that? But once I provided information like this, all of a sudden now, ChatGPT want to spill the beans. And it goes on and it says this, guys. I also found direct confirmation from a much stronger source. Memorial Health System profile his mother, Christine Wells Wonsley, as Asian American.
Blacks, y'all are supposed to be boycotting everything Asian. I just want to remind y'all of all the boycotts, all right? And Asians is on there. You ain't supposed to be doing nothing with Asians. All right, just want to make sure I remind ya.
I never get the credit for my work that I do. Nobody on YouTube is talking about this but Ringo TV. Now, let's break it down. I also found direct confirmation from a much stronger source. Memorial Health System profile his mother, Christine Wells Wonsley, for Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. In that profile, she discussed her Filipino American heritage. Do you get that? Do you get that? Based on the facts, she's Filipino. And her son, Nolan Wells, also identified as Filipino. But do the black community know that? Are they fighting for Nolan because they love Filipino people? Or are they fighting for Nolan because they believe he's a so-called African American? Which one? Which one? Because I see people on YouTube going around saying that Christine Wonsley is a so-called black woman, African American, and how
Of course they are.
they killed her African American son. But based on my research and information, they're Filipino, right? So
That's her heritage. I'm gonna say that's her heritage.
now it goes on and it says, for her Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. In that profile, she discussed her Filipino American heritage, cooking traditional Filipino food, learning what's this? I think that's the language. Tagalog.
No, that's a cookie from the Girl Scouts. This is a cookie from the Girl Scouts. Y'all eat Girl Scout cookies. It's called a tag-along. Them bitches is good. They got peanut butter and chocolate. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? I've had no Girl Scout cookies in like 3 years, but I know what a tag-along tastes like.
Oh, Tagalog. I'm not sure. I think that's a language, right? And having family ties to the Philippines. Do you see that? Do you see that? So it is perfectly safe to say that Nolan is Filipino and his mother is Filipino, right? Because
They mixed. But the point is that FBAs, where you at? FBAs, where you at? Shout out to Queen Gen Z, the only Gen Z, one of two that we recognize. She said, excuse ChatGPT, has a few developmental delays. Hit the like button. For sure. For sure. You definitely have to be, you definitely can have to do some work with ChatGPT, Gemini, all of them.
as it clearly states that she represents her Filipino American heritage, cooking traditional Filipino food, learning Tagalog, and having family ties to the Philippines, right? Now, let's see if we can let this thing scroll. It says hold on. Let me do this. Okay. I'm trying to do something here. Give me a minute, guys. It says the most accurate way to state this.
Oh, okay. I didn't even see that. Shout out to Kiana. Keep me straight, child. Keep me straight. Tagalog, maybe. Tagalog is the language. Tagalongs with an N in it is the Girl Scout cookie. Well, shout out to Kiana. Keep it straight, child. Because that is the first thing I thought of when I said it. Maybe because I'm just a fat ass, but I thought of Girl Scout cookies. Good morning, RB, and I appreciate all of y'all being here. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new.
Is Nolan Wells' mother is Filipino American and has family roots in the Philippines. That is slightly different from saying she is from the Republic of the Philippines. It's just trying to make things sound politically correct, right? Because I have not found proof that she herself was born there. She may have been born in the United States. See, ChatGPT don't even know what it's saying.
Uh-oh.
Because we already got the answer of what we want to find. But I got something even more interesting, guys. Something more interesting. Ready for that? Are you ready? Okay. Let's take a look at this, guys. Let's go. Now, this is from the Memorial. It says, celebrating Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. Christine Wells.
Why do y'all come in here and say dumb shit? Like, what would I be upset for? What would I be upset for? What? Y'all just be saying shit. If y'all don't start using the dictionary before y'all start talking.
Wonsley. Right? Now, for her name to say Christine Wells, comma, Wonsley, this can imply that she was previously married and she's holding on the name Wells because her son is Nolan Wells. How come the son isn't Nolan Wonsley? Come on. Come on. Why? Why Nolan don't have the name of the man who claimed he's the father?
We've already asked this question. Again, I just assumed that they had the kid before they got married. But like I said, I would have changed the last name, but that's just me. Well, maybe they didn't change the last name because maybe that's not his daddy. Allegedly. Use our allegedlys around here.
Come on now. Answer those questions, guys.
Wait.
That man right there, they're going around saying that he
right here. Why are we supposed to be? I mean, I don't eat Girl Scout cookies anymore, but why are we supposed to be boycotting Girl Scout cookies? What they do? Child, who are we supposed to be? The bigger question and the easier question probably is, who are we not supposed to be boycotting? Tanisha, what page in the reference for all black people gotta always boycott everything that some other black people said to boycott? I'm confused. Who are we supposed to be boycotting must be in the appendix of the Black Code.
He's the father. Well, how do we know that? How do we know he the father when Nolan don't even carry his last name? Do you know how disrespectful it is to have a son named Nolan Wells and the man claiming to be his father, he don't have the same name like you? Does that make sense? Sounds like stepdaddy material to me. When you look at that man and you look at Nolan, I don't see that man as his father. They don't look the same, guys. That's a stepdaddy. When you look at Nolan's mom, clearly she is not a so-called black woman, African-American, if that makes sense. She's not. She is not, guys. But the black community has labeled this family as a so-called African-American black family and how she is a black woman and we need to ride for our sister. But Nolan Wells don't identify as a so-called African-American because based on his social media, he has the Filipino flag.
Now I'm not saying all that, but he's definitely representing for his heritage for sure. Thank you, Trent. He said another LBFM out here doing her thing. I'll let everyone else answer what the hell that stands for. Anyway, shout out to everybody that is here, even with your foolish ass thoughts. Hit the like button for me, subscribe if you are new.
Again, why would the so-called African-American black community be going so hard in the paint for Nolan Well, but they not going hard in the paint for actual African-Americans who've been unalive? I told you guys about another story of a brother named Akin, I think it's called Liverpool Pool, I believe the name is, and he drowned and died the same exact way like Nolan Wells. And he's a so-called black man who was celebrating his birthday, and he was surrounded by—
Oh yeah, there's somebody else that just died out on a boat, or I guess, I don't know if it was Red Rum or if he just died. Black man that was on a boat and fell over allegedly or something like that, and nobody's really talking about him. I saw a brief thing about it. I gotta go back and look. That's who he's talking about.
His black friends, and nobody from the so-called African-American community has come forward to make videos about that case. It's like they—
Well, my question would be, where's Ben and Al? He's black man. He you know, they worried about black men being around water. Now, colors, child, don't act like everybody know how to swim. We might be at 49-51 on the amount of blacks that know how to swim. That's just not a priority for the most part. Put me on the 51% side. However, if you in some strong water, you definitely can be taken on up out of here, just like Malcolm Jamal Warner, who is a good swimmer as well. So no one wants to think, I mean, I don't even think I've heard anybody say that could be a possibility except for us, of course. But Katanya's mama, if I'm not mistaken, is the one that brought up rip currents, and you don't know what the water was doing. And even though they're like, oh, he's an excellent swimmer, so was Malcolm Jamal Warner. So has been a lot of other people that have drowned. Water don't play. Water does not play. That's why it is important for people to know how to swim regardless of whether you go into water or not. Because kids can drown in the bathtub. I'm just saying.
Ignore it. But this case with Nolan Wells is getting massive headlines because he's Filipino, guys.
Hold on. Y'all gotta throw tomatoes at Kofa, because first of all, he gonna sit up here and say that he went to Target. Second of all, then he gonna say that he went and supported Jay Damsey. I never did the story where Tamika Mallory was there. And you know who Tamika Mallory is, right? Tamika Mallory is one of the people that's allegedly in charge of the Target boycott. And she went to Jay-Z's concert after Jay-Z had the nerve to make a deal with Target to put his Reasonable Doubt album into Target. We be trying to keep y'all up to date on all this boycotting. And then you got the people who's supposed to be leading the community basically crossing the line. Like if you were what is it called? On strike, and you know you're not supposed to cross the line. Crossing the line. You can't listen. Listen, I'll get to it. I'll get to it because I need to let y'all know. These people be playing in y'all's face. That's the point in the bottom line. Trey in the building. Good morning, boo. He said, I've seen a post earlier this morning about them trying to have the funeral at the Coliseum. Woo! All right. I thought they had it set already and ready to go. Anybody know whether if it's been set yet or not? Because I need to see if I can stream it. Brother Numsy, thank you for the high five. I appreciate you, boo.
The black community is getting ripped. Their pockets is getting ripped because everybody is jumping on board because they believe Nolan Wells is an African American. That's why. And if you see his profile, he have the Filipino flag. Why? Because his mom is Filipino. Do you see that, guys?
Yeah.
All I'm doing is breaking. And Elmore Wonsley. How come Nolan don't have the name Wonsley? How come? If that's his biological son, why?
Gentlemen, we all different, and we all know that a lot of people have a bunch of different last names, unfortunately, right? Excuse me. But if you had a baby with somebody and then y'all got married, are you changing the last name to yours or not? Or are you just gonna let it go? I'm changing it back, but I just gave the kid his last name because I knew we would get married. But if y'all didn't know, and then it's like 5 years old, then you get married, are you changing the kid's last name, or are you just gonna leave it?
Don't have his last name. Guys, I'm seeing stepdaddy situations here. But of course, everybody gets mad with Ringo TV because once I start bringing out this truth, you folks are going to try to twist everything around into something else that it's not. The black community is going to...
We're listening to a different perspective. Let me put it that way. It's a different perspective. I'm going to leave it like that.
...hard in the paint for this Nolan Wells case because they think he's a so-called black man. But he's Filipino. He's Filipino, guys. Nolan Wells is Filipino. That man is not his father, in my opinion. In my opinion. This looked like a case of stepdaddy. This looked like a case of a Filipino woman who got with a black guy, but always had interest in black men. Because on this website called Memorial, let me go back there, guys. It says, celebrating Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. Christine Wells Mosley. You see that? Now let's go. Let's look at more of this, guys. Check it out. Check it out. Boom. You see that? Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. She's not celebrating Black History Month. See, to all you FBA idiots out there who love to push that FBA garbage, I don't see Christine celebrating Black History Month. No, she's celebrating Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. But this is the woman you going hard for. That's the woman you fighting for. Right? That's the woman you guys gave $700,000 to because you thought she was so-called...
Wait. So, Miss Karina, you said this, the man that they've been showing, you're saying that he's Nigerian? Is that what you're saying? Because technically the FBA should be questioning that. Fabas, you should be questioning that. That don't sound foundationally black. Allegedly.
African-American woman. No, she's not. She's Filipino. And there's nothing wrong with you if you're Filipino. There's nothing wrong with you if you're Asian American, Pacific Islander. There's nothing wrong with that. But what we're focusing on here is truth. To find out why is it that the black community is going so hard for Nolan Wells is because they believe that Nolan is one of them. If the black, they don't like white people. Remember, they're accusing white people of harming blacks. Now watch this, gang.
Yes. With no proof whatsoever. At this point, there's absolutely no proof whatsoever. No one can seem to wait for anything to come out. And somebody asked, why don't they have the phone? I don't know, because the last time I heard Ben speak, and I'm tired of hearing his mush mouth, he said, we're waiting order to get the information. Like, I don't know what the police have. Then there's some kid that just came out, and I did a video about him talking about, it was the one from TMZ. Then it was another one talking about the party. And it's like, well, if they was partying at 1 a.m., why are they reporting them missing at 12 midnight? Yeah, all this crazy shit because of people off of the top, of course. I'm just saying. Thank you, boo. He said, Christine, I love a black man. Goodbye, sir. Yeah, they love y'all Negroes, don't they?
Why would Ben Crump be hired, a civil rights attorney, hired for a Filipino? Make that make sense. Make it make sense. I want to know. Why would they hire Ben Crump to come out to griff, because he's a race hustler, civil rights attorney,
Definitely a race hustler,
for a Filipino woman, and Nolan Wells, who is also Filipino? What does civil rights have to do with their situation? Because they're trying to paint them like African American in order to get the African American community to apply pressure to generate a race war. Y'all all been played. Bunch of suckers. And this happens because you don't do your research. And yet you got these YouTubers talking crap about me. I'm the smartest. I'm the one who go do the work, and I don't get no credit. And tell it. Now, let's go. You see her wearing that she is so-called in that particular practice. Notice, Christine Wells Wonsley. Right? And look what it says. Memorial is celebrating Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month by spotlighting members of our team who are committed to improving the health and wellness of our community. We hope you enjoy learning about them. It goes on and says this, guys. Christine is a nurse practitioner who specializes in primary care at Memorial's Ocean Springs Primary Care and Multi-Specialty Physician Clinic. Her nominator shared the following. She lives and breathes Memorial's mission. She brags on Memorial on a regular basis and makes it public. She truly cares about this health system and taking care of her community. Recently, Christine made a post that was related to anxiety and depression. She expressed how important it is to speak to a healthcare provider who cares. That our society tries to belittle depression. Belittle and act as if mental health issues aren't really a thing. She said that depression and anxiety are real. She backed up her point by sharing the S-word phone number as well as her clinic number, telling friends and family that mental health is just as important as physical health. Now, I want you guys to think about this and consider this. Could it be possible that Nolan Wells had mental health issues?
Oh Lord, child, we're not going there. I don't know nothing about that. Let's keep hearing about her though.
Ethic, but also how kind she was to others and her devotion to her family. She would often share the struggles she and her family endured while she was living in the Philippines. Do you see that? But also how important it was to always put your best foot forward and never give up. She is the main reason I am the person I am today. She truly instilled the values of what it means to be Filipino. Do you see that? Do you see that? Do you see it? American woman, her son and X, Y, and Z, but she's now calling people things that they're not. That's why we're doing research. Once they learn about this information, they're going to switch topics. They're going to go talk about something else because now, based on what we're seeing, the Black community is fighting for justice for Filipinos. So what I'm trying...
Whilst allegedly boycotting Asians, child.
Again, it goes on, and she says she would also often share the struggles she and her family endured while she was still living in the Philippines, but also how important it was to always put your best foot forward and never give up. She is the main reason I am the person I am today. She truly instilled the values of what it means to be a Filipino.
Oh,
Not what it means to be African American.
nice.
Did you get that? She didn't say what it means to be African American, what it means to be a Black woman. No, she never said that. She said what it means to be Filipino. That is her nationality, guys, which is being family orientated, positive, adaptable, hardworking, disciplined, fun, loving, and always having faith in God. So as you can see, based on the facts, not gossip, not hearsay, not conjecture, rumors, none of that mess. Based on the facts, his own mother considered herself to be Filipino. Do you understand, guys? So watch this, gang. Watch this as it fast forward. I'm gonna let it play. So it goes on and it says, continuing traditions. What kind of traditions? Our tradition, one tradition Christine practices is visiting family, visiting family in the Philippines. Did you?
Oh, well, that's nice of her. Yeah, she should go home and visit the Philippines, child. Why not? That's what she's supposed to do. You go, girl.
Get that? Did you get that?
Yes. And again, I'm gonna keep saying it, child. You colors is supposed to be boycotting Asian stuff. Asian people, they don't like Black people. Remember, y'all was just saying that. Y'all was just saying that with regard to Rick Chow. Y'all was just saying that with regard to Rick Child. Look what they do to our people. Am I lying or was that said, Bueller? Look what they do to our people. They don't have no respect for our people. Boycott everything Asian. There's nothing else to do with Asians. Oh, wow. Dang, something don't seem right. Allegedly. But it don't seem right. But allegedly. Child.
By a so-called white mob of guys. But now, everything switched up because he's Filipino. Now, let's get back to the content. Be sure to hit the like button, guys. Stop hating this truth and hit that like button. Nobody's breaking this down but me. Nobody else. So it goes on and it says, one tradition Christine practiced is visiting family in the Philippines every 2 to 3 years. She added, my second favorite tradition is starting my Christmas celebration much earlier than most. In the Philippines, the Christmas celebration starts in September and ends in December. This is referred to as Burr Mumps. Notice this, guys.
Child, we be over here leering, child. Now we know how Filipinos do it. Shout out to the Filipinos in the chat and all the people that are all riled up. All views matter, child. All views matter.
She's practicing her Philippine traditions of celebrating Christmas in September.
She should.
Do so-called African-American.
She probably gets amazing presents in all that time.
And so-called black men and women in America. Do you do that? I just want to know because y'all going hard in the paint. Y'all mad at me because I speak the truth. But did you know that the mother of Nolan Wells, she's Filipino. She's Filipino. And so is Nolan Wells. And that man that claimed he's the father, based on the research, it is alleged that that's a stepdaddy. So where's his real father?
That is a good question. If the Walmsley man, Mr. Walmsley, is not the father. But we know that some of the people that love listening to people like Caricature and Ricky Smiley, I guess y'all scared to get into elevators with white people too. Y'all stay scared. Stay scared.
I think this is it. No, that's not it. Okay, here we go. Notice that. Nolan Xavier Wells. Notice that. His parents are Christine and Elmore Wansley. How come Nolan is not named Nolan Xavier Wansley? Like his father, if that is his father. Why he don't got the name? That's not his father, fam. I'm sorry. That's not his father. They look totally different. It's not his father, fam. Nope. Nope. Sorry. Try again, guys. That's not the father.
Allegedly.
They want you to believe that that man is the biological father. I don't know who that man is, but I know they're getting paid because you folks gave that family. Let me see if I can pull up the GoFundMe. Let me see if I can pull it up. Because you got me of getting played and y'all keep getting mad at me for bringing out this truth. Race hustlers all over social media that have been lying to you. They've been lying to you guys for a long time. And I'm here to debunk all the lies. Look what's going on. Because here's the thing, fam. You can hate me all you want. But one thing you can never say is that I'm lying. They told you all over social media that Tyler Perry is paying for the funeral.
Yeah, well, he can afford it.
And the memorial services. It's documented on social media that Tyler Perry is paying for this. Let me get the receipts. Is Tyler Perry paying for Nolan? Because we also have more information that we want to show you. Because somebody brought up Colin Kaepernick, and I was wondering why they brought him up in my chat. And I went and looked it up, and they said that he was paying for an autopsy. So I'm like, listen, so all these celebrities and people, they're all paying for different things, but yet that family pretty much got a GoFundMe for 600 and something thousand, wanting 750,000, and y'all giving them that? Y'all tripping, fam. Y'all tripping. Watch this.
Whatever, child. It don't matter. Anyway, go on, child.
Put this on the screen. Let's also get this information here. Let's put this on the screen, then we're going to cook. We're going to cook, do our job. Because ain't nobody breaking this thing down like Ringo TV. Nobody. That's why all these YouTubers is jealous of me, because I'm so good at what I do. For Nolan Wells' autopsy, former NFL quarterback and civil rights activist Colin Kaepernick is paying for the independent autopsy of 18-year-old Nolan Wells. Now think about this, guys. All these celebrities are jumping on board this grift. It says, yes, Tyler Perry is paying for the funeral expenses of Nolan Wells. You see that? Then it goes on and talks about Brian Allen, that billionaire dude, the media mogul. He donated $100,000 to the GoFundMe. You got Al Sharpton and...
Oh, yeah, we saw that. Shout out to Byron Allen and his 100K. Shout out to him. Now, I see there's a lot of upset people here. Welcome to the show. What are you mad for? What is there to be mad about? Y'all get taken in all the time. What are you y'all should be used to this. Y'all should be used to these same old race grifters lying in y'all's face to get you all riled up, get you all feeling some kind of way about white people, blaming white people for everything, asking no questions. Make sure you vote Democrat. Make sure you vote Democrat. Make sure you vote liberals, progressives, and Democrats. That's what it all comes down to, in addition to the money, of course. Keep y'all just as ignorant as you've been last year and the year before for every single one of these situations. Ben Crump always coming around as soon as there's a white person involved with a black person, but all the things that you see with black people, you'll never see that nigga come through. All right, fine. That's what he does. That's his specialty. I give him that, right? Then you got Al with his skinny ass neck coming through here with something to say. Nothing important, nothing new, nothing different. All they have to do, Tadisha, it got to be in the code somewhere. This is the section where Al Sharpton comes to in order to say the same shit over and over again in every single situation so that he can work on getting coloreds all riled up so that they can say, yeah, white people, yeah, white people, yeah, white people. Don't look into anything for themselves because, child, if Al said it and if Ben says it, then it must be true. Question nothing. Let it be. Bring up a GoFundMe every single time, which fine. Y'all want to give to a GoFundMe, give to them. I don't care. But it's always a GoFundMe. Then the next thing, it will be a payoff because that's what it always is with Ben freaking Crump, is a payoff. And then he gets paid his percentage and then the family gets that. And shout out to the sassy straights, the black ones. You do not matter until
This is amazing.
You do not matter until you are deceased or you are a criminal. Wash, rinse, fucking repeat.
Ben Crump, all the race hustlers jumping on board. But yet we got a GoFundMe here where the family is asking for $750,000. Well, if Tyler Perry paying for the funeral, if Colin Kaepernick is paying for the autopsy, then please explain to me, gang, why they need this GoFundMe. Explain that to me. Because they're robbing you by proxy of your emotions, by making you believe.
That's fine because nobody has any money and then all of a sudden they have money. Spend your money how you want to. So it's all this is, I can see that the code readers are here, Tadisha. Clearly the code acknowledgers are here now because now nothing matters because they're already ingrained in their head that this is racism and white people did it. So now they all riled up. So they don't want to ask no questions because, you know, Ben said it and Al said it. It got to be true. It got to be what it is. Well, he was on the island in the phone and then that nigga said he was over in a pool at 1 a.m. in the morning. So no one knows anything. No one knows anything. But because he's out here saying, in Mississippi, you know, Emmett Till got killed in Mississippi. I also know that these people were making a wonderful lives for themselves in Mississippi and they didn't have a problem with it. Why do you have a problem with it? They doing very well for themselves as evidenced by the whole story of their lives, including Nolan. Now all of a sudden it's racist ass Mississippi is a problem. What the fuck? He been hanging out with these same young men and white people for forever. So they supposed to make all this money and hang out with who? You colors down here, the poors? No. Fake poors? Probably not. They make decent money. All the people that be telling y'all to worry about racism, where the fuck do y'all think they live at? Who you think they live around? Who and where y'all think they live? So y'all think that Al Sharpton is living amongst the coloreds? Is that what y'all are saying? Your mom is slow. You don't listen. See, this is the other problem because y'all don't hear, you don't listen, you don't comprehend because you're already where they want you to be. You are already where they want you to be. So if you're going to be stupid, you can leave. Exit stage left. You're not listening. Not first of all, but don't forget, y'all supposed to be boycotting Asians. Colors, you're not supposed to like Asians. Remember? Asians are not your friends. Asians don't like black people, as evidenced by what happened in South Carolina. You're not supposed to be buying Asian. You're not supposed to be supporting Asian. You ain't supposed to be doing nothing Asian. Oh, yeah, well, this involves white people. So forget all that about the Asians. So does that mean that black people can now go and buy Asian now and go get their nails done? Not that they stop. And go buy the wigs, weaves, and spiders and makeup? Not that they stop. Get their eyebrows done? Is that okay now? Because now it's okay that the Philippines, which is Asian, is involved with something with a child that's black and Asian, but y'all don't want to acknowledge that. But because white people are involved, because Ben Crump told you so, and Al told you so, now you got to be right now. And now you want to sit here and talk about because you want justice? Y'all are full of shit. You don't be looking for no justice for none of these black people in freaking Chicago, in Baltimore, and Memphis, and all these other places where they're being taken out on a daily basis. Child, even Philly. Shout out to Philly. Even Philly. Y'all don't be riding out for none of them. And don't Al and the rest of them, Al live right in fucking New York. He don't be riding out for most of that bullshit that be happening in New York. And if you don't know, then go look it up. Every single night in New damn York, there's some bullshit going on. And as a black person that's taking the fuck on up out of here, typically by a teenager, because y'all's kids is out of control. So now all of a sudden, ignore all that. It's the picking and choosing for me. And let's bring the FBAs back into it, because foundational black Americans, we only care about foundational black Americans. Well, child, clearly these are not foundational black Americans, because you got Filipino in here and you're supposed to not like Filipinos. I'm sorry. Not Filipinos directly, Asians. You're not supposed to like Asians. You're not supposed to help Asians. You're not supposed to support Asians. And yet now here you are supporting Asians. Do you see where there's a problem? Oh, so because you all think whatever you think, that's what it's supposed to be. You don't look into anything. You are freaking followers. You get led by the same race grifters that make the same play every single time. Every single time. And you think that it's always white people and white people is the problem. You don't even notice who's in your own fucking race. That's a damn problem. And one of the biggest damn problems is people like fucking Al and Ben. And I'm gonna give Ben a pass. I'm gonna give Ben a pass because he's a little bit of a pass because he's a lawyer. And child, if he want to ambulance chase to make his life right, then let him ambulance chase and make his life right. Because if those people who lose typically, I said typically, and if you don't know what it means, look at the fuck up. I said typically with their sons, their black sons. If it's worth it for their black sons to be taken on up out of here to get that settlement, and then as long as you get money, it's okay, then that's what it is. Ben Crump will be there to help your ass out. If there's a police officer involved or a white person involved, he'll be glad to help you out with that. That's what he does. There's nothing new here with him. Al Sharpton been doing this shit for what now? 50 years? For fucking 50 years? Just say it's white people, just say it's racism. Just say it's white people, just say it's racism. Y'all fall for it now. 2026, hook, line, and sinker. And what the hell happens and changes for black people, Bueller? Whatever changes for black people, Bueller, what? Because then you fucking complain and say that Donald Trump is your problem. But for some reason, you never see this nigga as your problem.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
That's your fucking savior. Shout out to Rad for the Silver Star. Appreciate you. Don't forget that Joe Biden was the creator of the crime bill. Don't forget the crime bill. So technically, if I'm thinking about it real quick, and Bill Clinton, because Bill Clinton signed it.
Thanks for the tip.
If that is what created all this mass incarceration, then they're part of the problem why they ain't no black men in the community, ain't none in the household, because they all in jail based off of things that didn't matter according to what many of black people have been saying. It's just a little bit of weed. It's just a little bit of this. It's just a little bit of that. They shouldn't be in jail. Oh, they there though, by way of Joe Biden. Thank you, Country Calling, for the trophy cake. By way of Joe Biden and Bill Clinton. But Bill Clinton is your first black president. Don't lie now. Don't lie now. Because y'all was out here saying that Bill Clinton was your first black president. That's the first black president because he played the fucking saxophone and he went on colored shows. I'm just saying. Now I'm pushing white supremacy lies. Now, so what I'm saying is not true. So now, see, this is what y'all do. Now it's white supremacy because Joe Biden didn't create and Bill Clinton didn't sign the fucking child. Now I can't think because you pissed me off. The crime bill. So that's white supremacy now. So that's not true. So it's white supremacy. So you're telling me that all these years that we've heard about how the fucking crime bill put so many black men in jail. So now that's white supremacy. So now that's white supremacy. So you're telling me that you colors didn't just say to boycott the Asian community because of what happened in South Carolina. So that's white supremacy. So that's white supremacy. So that's not true. Am I lying? Or did they not say, did the colored community not say to boycott all things Asian? Now that's white supremacy. Y'all just be saying shit. Y'all just be saying shit to say shit. That's why y'all so stupid and keep falling for the same shit over and over and over again instead of seeing what the fuck be going on. Now you bitching out about the word colored. Did you tell that to the NAACP? Now y'all bitching over here about the word colored. Did y'all say that to the NAACP? You remember the NAACP, the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, that went this last cycle and said that y'all supposed to be voting for white people, that they backed that Virginia governor lady or whatever. And 4 people, they backed 4 white people over black people. You know why? Because the black people were Republican and the white people were Democrat. But I'm talking white supremacist talking points. I'm giving you the fucking information. Y'all just don't like to hear it because you like to believe in motherfuckers that don't give a fuck about you. And you listen to them. You keep doing the same shit over and over and over again. What is that lady's name in Virginia, y'all? Spamberger. White, blonde-haired Spamberger, probably same age as me, running against Winsome, what's her name? Black as black can be. Shout out to her. And what did they say? The National Association for the Advancement of Colored People? They said, go vote for Spamberger. Well, wait a minute. That lady is colored. Why are you not saying, since you for the advancement of colored people, why are you not saying to vote for this colored woman? Oh, child. Thank you, Lawrence. Winsome Earl Sears. That's because she's a Republican. Oh, but y'all think that these motherfuckers like you. You think that these motherfuckers care for you. And you worrying about the word colored? Did you tell the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People to change that in the acronym yet? No. So miss me with your bullshit. Miss me with your bullshit. You're welcome to follow those motherfuckers to the end of the fucking earth for all I care. But I know GD, well, they full of shit. Ben is full of shit. Al is full of shit. And none of these motherfuckers give a fuck about y'all. Because you know what else they have in common? 95% at minimum are a part of the D-fucking-9. They're going to stick together against you every single time. They're going to stick together against you every single time because of their allegiance to that and where they are as far as their money is concerned and the boule, because the only color that matters to them is green. Blame your mom. The only color that matters to them is green. And to make sure that the rest of you continue to follow while you think that I am talking white supremacists, I'm telling you what's fucking true, because you can't say that none of it is not. It is all shit that's already fucking documented. Just because you want to be ignorant and you want to listen to somebody that says caricature, then you go right the fuck ahead and listen to a ghetto boy over a fucking lawyer. You go listen to a ghetto boy over a lawyer. Feel the fuck free. Don't blame white supremacy. Blame your GD self for your ignorant ass and the work that you don't do and the shit that you choose to follow. Al Sharpton been saying this shit forever. Ain't nothing changed for black people under his watch except for those that got settlements, and guess who got paid under that as fucking well. He just sat there a few months ago and told that young black man that came up there and said, all of y'all are old. It's time to pass the torch to the younger generation. And he is absolutely right. So why won't they give it the fuck up? Did you ever ask yourself that? Did you ever ask yourself that? Motherfucker, I don't look for validation or approval from anyone. That's the difference between me and you as well. I don't give a fuck about you colors. I don't give a fuck about white people, okay? I don't look at people like that. I look at how people treat me. Y'all don't do shit like that. If y'all want to worry about shit like that, you go worry about it. So while you're doing that, make sure you continue your boycott of Target while you motherfuckers know you're going there. Make sure that you continue to boycott Jay-Z after you helped him sell out 3 damn shows. Make sure you continue to boycott Asians while you over here supporting this family. Support them, I don't care. And you're still going into all those places and still getting your nails done and still getting your hair done and still doing all that. Y'all take that shit and shove it up your ass. You are fooling nobody. Y'all are full of shit. Y'all stand on absolutely nothing. You ain't got no money. You ain't got no money to live. You ain't got no money for your kids. You ain't got no money for this or for that. But all of a sudden, you got $2,500 to sell out Chris Brown's meet and greets. You got money to go to every single sold out show for Chris Brown and Usher and whatever it is that you want to do. And then all of a sudden, everybody else is supposed to help you when your need comes in. Nah, brah. Nah, sis. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn. And I don't give a damn if you continue to follow these motherfuckers. You can ignore it all you want to. No one leads me, as we already know my other rant said. Y'all can continue to be led. Don't think for yourself and keep following people that don't give a fuck about you. I love it. That's more content for me. Because when that egg comes and you fall on your face again, we'll be right here to laugh at you. Shout out to Trey. I appreciate you, boo. He said, born and raised in the MISS. And the only problem I had before I moved to Texas was that there was no jobs and it's boring. Never encountered racism like they say I should. I was there for 4 days, 3 or 4 days, y'all. And white people was fine to me. Black people was fine to me. And I never felt uncomfortable between Gulfport or Biloxi. No issues whatsoever. Because now all of a sudden, Mississippi is the problem. Like, they ain't racist people in every fucking state, child. Y'all, not you, Trey, but child, some of y'all are so stupid. Dummism, all 2026. Sank Fan in the building, I appreciate you, boo. He said, I guess they are talking about boycotting East Asians. Filipinos and other South Asians seem to be considered the black people of the Asian culture. It's always some sort of caveat to have an out to bullshit. That's all that is. But it could be that. It might not be. But shout out to you, boo. Shout out to my fave. He said, AI got a head BBL. Oh, Al got a head BBL. Him neck look tired. Child, you see his profile. If that man don't get it together, fuck that nigga. Shout out to Wayne Lundy. I appreciate you. You and Little Lundy. He said, all I'm trying to tell them is you've been telling them, auntie, you keep cursing at us and I'm scared. You sort of racist for that. Child, because these people get on my nerves. Just can sit here and be just like women. These LTMs in the chat are just like women. At least I can say women are women. As a woman, emotional AF, right? So we get that. But child, you get whole ass alleged men saying bitch ass shit like the bitches that they are. Well, child, it goes along with the Democrats because ain't one manly, strong ass man in the Democratic Party. Shout out to Andrew Gillum. Shout out to Big John. Thank you, honey. He said, talk your shit, baby. Thank you, boo. I appreciate you. Shout out to East B. Appreciate you, boo. He said, keep talking spicy. Always, always, and always. Shout out to you, boo. Shout out to all of y'all. I see you. I appreciate you. That's all I got for now because, y'all, I got to get to work, and so do y'all if you do work. Shout out to the LTMs. We don't give a damn. Keep talking your dumb ass shit. Stay where you are. It's plenty of stuff for us to freaking take a look at. Anyway, I don't think I'll be back tonight. Y'all, I got some things to do, but definitely we'll be back tomorrow. Shout out to y'all. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. I see you all in the next one.